Welcome to Blood in the Snow Radio, where we give you the latest news and interviews with the best in Canadian genre cinema. Here are your hosts, Robert Bellamy and Festival Director Kelly Michael Stewart.
It's Radio is back, and I'm one of your hosts, Rob Bellamy.
And I'm Kelly Michael Stewart.
And we are here with the film Jeff Daughter Space Courier. Did I say that right?
Yep.
Okay, perfect. Here's a synopsis. One man's cosmic quest. Oh my God, I need my glasses so bad. One man's cosmic quest to maintain employment in the universe's strangest delivery job. That kind of does sum it up. I'll get you to introduce yourself and your role on the project.
Yeah, I'm Shane Campbell, and writer, director, VFX artist for Jeff Daughter Space Courier.
Mm-hmm. Again,
and more accurately, it'd be a series. You're in the web series program that we're playing tonight.
Yeah,
like that too. So part of a larger universe, right?
Exactly. Yeah. It's hopefully it's a pilot episode for hopefully a web series.
Okay.
To come. Yeah.
What brought this idea on? I love the concept. Watching it was so much fun.
I think probably several factors led into it. I used to be a delivery guy, obviously, so that's like a good start. It actually started with my obsession with spaceships, and I've always been into making things, like making music. I'm the type of guy I'll make a music album and then just for like no one to hear, just kind of like make stuff. But for years, I would just scour like Value Village looking for parts for a spaceship, and that turned into me wanting to make music videos. So I did that for a little bit with the miniatures, and then I learned about this thing called Unreal Engine, and I was like, "Oh my God, this is like crack cocaine for my mind." So it always
you
been
want to
kind of like a
you want
hobbyist.
to expand that for people and explain.
Yeah,
what that
so
is?
Unreal Engine is a free software that's been around for years, but more recently has been used in film and TV for things like The Mandalorian to in conjunction with virtual production, which is a fancy way of saying video wall backgrounds that camera track. It looks real in camera VFX. Basically.
Yeah, I've seen some making of the Mandalorian and stuff like that. It's like what they call like the tube or some kind of name like that.
The volume.
The volume.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
it. Thank you. The volume. Yeah.
So I was obsessed with that for a while, and just started to figure out how to photo scan miniatures into the software and then animate them. And you can light it in real time and everything.
That's crazy.
It's just like I photo scanned. Okay, so jumping back to Jeff Daughter, this is a thing that I wrote as a practice movie. So I wrote a feature for it. It was really bad, sitting somewhere. But during COVID, I decided to jump back on the project and turn it into a web series because I thought that'd be a good way to present it.
It's got an episodic feel.
It's sort of this is sort of like a Flash Gordon-esque sort of thing, right? But I wanted the most like exaggerated, like mundane task possible. Kind of is inspired by the beginning of Fifth Element, where he's just a cab driver. I just kind of wanted to see like a movie all like that, where it was like the stakes weren't like overly high yet, because I found it like to be the most like relatable. So we just kind of me and my friend Adam Kolansky from the bar Seascape decided to make this miniature. He painted it, and we used the process of kit bashing, which is, I'm going on about the spaceship even now. It's like hogging most of the interview. But, basically it stemmed around that. And then, I just kind of did a couple of false starts for the pilot episode, and then finally just buckled down and decided to do a draft like all at once, and it kind of came out that way. And I showed it to my girlfriend, and she was super happy with it. So,
and just for reference, kit bashing, in case people don't know, it's basically where you pillage all sorts of different boxes of models.
And
create your own masterpiece.
Yeah, it's a sort of scavenging process of almost sculpture-esque.
Yeah, I think they built the Death Star like that kind of thing, like that.
Yeah,
they just took all these
all
different
the
models.
all the ILM models for the original Star Wars. That's how they made them, right? They just start with a basic shape, and then they just glued bits of other models to it. And I just thought,
was it Space 1999 actually used old Star Wars models to make their models? Kit bashing's a beautiful thing.
It's so cathartic.
Yeah,
and then even in Unreal Engine, this is what I do as well for using bits of 3D models to just sort of like turn and rotate and change the colors of shaders and a little bit of modeling here and there, but actually ended up going back to school for virtual production to learn all about how to make environments. So I used some of those workflows on this movie.
Oh wow!
So this is probably like the most expensive short ever if you went back to school during
I
this
guess
process.
Technically, yeah.
If you count that, yeah.
So the tuition was not cheap for that, yeah.
Yeah, no doubt.
But yeah. They did let me work on it too, so it was kind of like the main focus of the program for me.
That's excellent.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
What were some of the challenges you hit in doing this?
Obviously, budgetary constraints. We did a Kickstarter, actually, which is the first time I've ever done that. We did it with no promo, but we managed to raise like $3,500, and then I'm like really bad with money, so I didn't know what to do with the money. So I was just like, well, we're gonna buy a big TV and like do the Mandalorian like miniature style, like in my the bachelor apartment. So at the time, so we bought a treadmill actually, and a lot of the shots are just literally like we have the behind the scenes footage. It looks like kind of cartoony where heroes running on the treadmill there in front of the green screen of the TV.
That's ingenuity. That's indie filmmaking 101 right there.
Yeah, for sure.
What I love about the program here in Bits and Bytes is that it's kind of our web series, but it's also pilots. It's all kind of, we play music videos and everything too in it. So it's kind of I have a soft spot for it. So it's our kind of catch-all of different things, and we can take a chance on something like your series that pilot that we can play at it. So it's always interesting. It is neat to see that kind of the beginnings of world building and stuff like that. So maybe you could just talk about what you have, what your hopes are for, your plans are for that, to expanding that into a larger.
Yeah, so I was just poking around, asking some other filmmakers last night, how do I get a distribution deal? And apparently, it's just the same as anything else. You just email a bunch of people. So I think that would be the way to go. And if not, probably do another Kickstarter for the next episode and do it that way. But yeah, there's probably more ways than I'm thinking right now to distribute your movie online. And I think that obviously the story is for Jeff Daughter to, spoiler alert, find the land of the ancients, and basically what they say they're going to do at the end of the movie.
I don't think that's spoiler alert in any kind of adventure series and stuff like that. No, don't you worry.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that sounds great. I mean, by the way, so what's your obsession? I mean, I love Steve Buscemi, but that was quite the little tribute there at the beginning.
That was an inside joke. But although I should say, like, I am a huge fan of everything that he does. But when Adam and I were talking, somewhere around the middle when we were talking about who should be in it, we were like, oh, Steve Buscemi would be awesome. But like, obviously we can't get Steve Buscemi, so we were like, let's dedicate the movie to him and see what happens.
That's awesome. So when Kelly was talking before about your world building, where do you see this going, other than the obvious ending? But
right.
How much of the world do you plan on building?
Yeah, well, so that's what's great about the real-time rendering of Unreal Engine and the kit batching process, is that I wanted this to have like multiple environments that they go to, and then so like having them be in a spaceship too doesn't require a lot of camera tracking, because it's they're sitting down mostly, and they had an animated robot in it as well, so I could have like license to just cut away whenever something's not working in the edit, cut away to the robot, looking at whoever.
That's a good idea.
But yeah, as far as where it's going, if and when we get money for it, it would be good to bring on some other writers, I believe, because I think writing's not my strong suit. Like it's like something that I love to do, but it's like golfing. I love it, but I'm not great at it.
Gotcha. Okay. So the thoughts are there. There's no actual script or story. Or
we have the second episode written. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Great.
Well, Shane, congratulations on getting part of the show, and I can't wait to see where this delivery guy ends up.
Thanks so much. Appreciate it.
Join us next time for Blood in the Snow Radio. Bits Radio is a production of Three Evil Cats Productions in association with the Blood in the Snow Canadian Film Festival. For more information and to listen to other episodes, visit bloodinthesnow.ca and tweet us at BitsFilmFest. Music by Jan Gorman, produced and edited by Kelly Michael Stewart. I am Eduardo.